Alright everyone, it's Nathan here from Cryotherapy UK Sheffield. Please like, comment, share the video, subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media.
Life is just always mysterious and surprising. You never know what's around the next corner. You never know what's around the next corner.
So I've got Jake in with me today. Some of you may know Jake. He's part of the reception and admin team here at Kinetics Clinics. So the reason why I've got Jake in is because I'm going to do a full treatment with him today, just to show you guys what goes off during a cryotherapy session. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this video is because a friend of mine actually came up to me, they watched one of the previous videos and said that they really wanted to see me use the machine, which I didn't in the last video, so I thought I would do that in a video today. This is why, guys, your feedback is so important. So if you want something that you want me to do, if there's something you want to see, or even something that you don't want to see, leave me a comment or just drop me a message and we can get it done for you. So the session we're going to do today is a muscle recovery session. This is because Jake, have you got tight calves?
Yes.
Right, Jake's got tight calves, so we're just going to work into that, increase the blood flow to that area and hopefully loosen off his calves. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is get Jake on the bed and then we are good to go. Right, so Jake's already in position. Comfortable there, Jake?
Yep.
Good. So, first what we're going to do is apply this. Okay, so I love working with this. This is an accelerator gel, which basically it's got peppermint and menthol in. So once that soaks into the skin, it makes the area much colder, which makes the treatment a lot more effective and just enhances the overall treatment, so you get the desired effect that you want. So I'm literally just going to apply the gel all the way to the calf, up and down, make sure it's all covered. And then now I have prepped Jake and he's all good and ready for the treatment. Right, so Jake's there, all nice and ready. Comfy, Jake?
Yep.
Good. Right, so if we look at the cryotherapy machine, this is where the magic happens. Okay, so just going to take you through a few things. So basically we go on to the start. Because we're working on Jake's calf, which is all there, nice, ready and gelled up. We're going to go to that area on the machine, tap that, and as you can see, we are going to apply 3.5 minutes of cryotherapy with a nitrogen blowout of 90%. So we're going to start that. Right, so now basically I'm just waiting for the nitrogen to come out. You need to run it for a couple of seconds before it really gets into it. Even though it's cold now, we want it to come out as much as possible. That way it gets the treatment a lot more effective. How's that feel, Jake?
That's good.
See, it's not even coming out yet. Would you say it's quite cold?
It's fairly cold.
It's fairly cold. Right, so wait for it really to kick in. Right, so there it is. It's all coming out. So now we are ready to go. Start that again. Ready, Jake? What do you like with cold?
I'm alright.
Alright.
Well, I think.
We'll see what he's saying in 3 minutes. Right, here we go. And how's that?
Yeah, it's good.
It's alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, the reason why we're doing this is, as I've said before, it essentially works. It's built on the same ideas as an ice bath. So the reason why we ice bath, the reason why we jump into cold or get a cold plunge after we've been training, is to get rid of DOMS. Okay, so DOMS stands for delayed onset muscle soreness. Really important, guys, that you get rid of these in between your training sessions, because the presence of DOMS tightens up the muscle and it also also makes it really sore. This is why after we've trained, this is why we get a lot of soreness and a lot of tightness, and this is basically our body letting us know that we've worked and we need to stop in order to let the body recover and heal itself. So if we go back into training whilst we're tight, whilst we're sore, it's more likely that an injury will happen. So this is why you need to, in between sessions, make sure your recovery strategies are just as good as possible. So cryotherapy is one way of doing it. Going for massages, that's another way. Stretching and foam rolling. Okay, I've also done a foam rolling video if you want to check that out. See if that can help you and if you can get any tips from that. So how are you feeling now, Jake? It's alright?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice and relaxed?
Yeah.
Good. So almost halfway through now, just halfway through. We've got a minute and a half left on the machine and Jake's first calf will be done. So how's that, Jake?
Yeah, it's good.
Alright, yeah? Good. Feel the cold?
Certainly can.
It's all good though, it's all good. So yeah, last minute now. Not too long left. How would you describe it? What does it feel like?
It's cold, but it's nice. Not too cold that it's unbearable, but yeah, it feels good.
Good. Okay, so there we go. First leg is finished. So that's cryotherapy done, applied to that area. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to massage. Okay, so the reason why we massage is we're just going to get the blood flowing, stimulate the blood flow to that muscle, which will help to relax it, loosen it off. Also get rid of any DOMs and muscle tightness in there. So now just massaging the area, get the blood stimulated, blood flowing in the calf. See, the stimulation of blood flow helps with the healing of the DOMs. This is because when you get fresh blood to that area, it basically provides a lot of healing nutrients to that area of the body. So all we're doing is we're just basically encouraging the body's natural responses just to speed that up and get Jake back training quicker. How's this pressure, Jake? It's alright?
Yeah.
It's alright, you can scream if you want. Don't fight it. Don't worry about the camera being there. Right, so that's the left side finished, so we're going to go onto the right side and repeat the procedure. Okay, so going to apply the gel back on again. Get that on there. So that's all nice and ready, prepped, all gelled up. And now it's time for the cryotherapy. Okay, so the reason why we apply cold and why cold is good is because when you apply cold to your muscles or an injured area, what happens is your body goes through a process of what is called vasoconstriction. So basically all the blood vessels in the muscles in that area will tighten up and shrivel up just to keep the body warm. Okay, so this is what we call thermoregulation. So whenever your body gets hot or it gets cold, your body will, what's the word? So whenever your body gets hot or it gets cold, your body will onset a mechanism to prevent that happening. So if your body gets hot, you'll start to sweat. So this is another form of thermoregulation. So your body's trying to cool itself down. So the opposite of this is when your body's cold, it'll try to heat itself up. So vasoconstriction is a way of doing that. Also, the body starts to shiver, which is another form of thermoregulation. So as the blood vessels are all constrict, as your blood vessels constrict and they get tight, this will sort of stop the blood flow going to that area. Okay, so once it warms back up and once heat is then applied, your body goes through a process of something which is called vasodilation. Okay, so that's doing the complete opposite. So before your blood vessels were tightening up this way, before your blood vessels were tightening up, with vasodilation, your blood vessels are basically loosening off. Okay, so as that loosening happens and they all spread out and disperse, you will get a fresh supply of oxygenated blood to that area. So as I said before, when you get blood supply injuries, whenever you need to recover, you need fresh blood supply to that area, which is what helps to loosen it off, heal, get rid of that tightness, get rid of that soreness, get rid of that DOMS. How are we feeling now, Jake?
Yeah, it's good.
All good. So there you can see Jake's right leg all getting cryoed up, getting that sweet cryo. How are we feeling, Jake?
Fantastic.
All good, all good. So we've got just over 30 seconds to go and Jake's right leg will be finished. So as I said, we are applying cold to that area. When you get cold in the area or injured area or on your muscles, the blood vessels will vasoconstrict. Basically, they'll tighten up, and then once it warms up, it'll release those blood vessels, and then fresh oxygenated blood will get back into that area. Okay. So, reason why we're working on Jake's calves today is because he does often get quite tight calves. So, we want them to release, because as I said before, if your body's tight or if your muscle's tight or you've got DOMS in a certain area, that can lead to injury. So we want to prevent injuries from happening, which is why it is good to recover in between your training sessions. Also, even if you're not training, just in general in life, you might be at work, you might suffer some work-related injuries or some work-related tightness. What you find is your industry or whatever you work in or whatever occupation you have, there will be a lot of injuries related to your work. So it's good to sort of know about these, learn about these, then that way you can prevent them from happening. Okay, so we have finished the cryo there on Jake's leg, Jake's right leg, and now we're going to do the same again. Massage that area, get the blood flow to those tissues and help loosen off Jake's tight calves. Yeah, so as I'm massaging, this side is even tighter than Jake's left side, so it's going to need a lot more work and a lot deeper pressure. How is this pressure, Jake? Is it alright?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Painful?
Yeah.
So I really felt it that time. Yeah, this is really tight. So when you're massaging, you can always tell where an area is tight. Just if you are experiencing pain in an area, then it's the sign that your body's telling you that there's something wrong there. So to get rid of that tightness, we need to loosen it off, really get into the muscle and just relax it, relax those tissues. So down this side. As you can see, when I get halfway up the calf, Jake's really responding to that pressure, and even more so as we get higher up. It shows me that in this area is where there's a bit of damage or a bit of inflammation, which needs sorting and correcting. See, it's not so bad in the middle. And not so bad on the inside either. So that is kind of where I'd want to focus most of my work. Help loosen it off, but not too much because I don't want to cause you too much pain.
No pain, no gain.
With the knee flexed and with the with the toes pointed, it relaxes the calf off a lot more. That way I can actually work into it a lot more than I would if it was flat, or if it was extended and the toes are pointing forward. So it's also important when you're massaging to get your client to breathe. That way, as you're inflicting pain, your client will tend to hold their breath. However, if you just encourage them to keep breathing, that will allow them to relax a bit more. When they hold the breath, what happens is the muscle will tense up. And that is counterproductive because we're trying to get into the muscle and not work against it. So as I'm pressing in, so Jake, just breathe in as much as you can, and then just slowly breathe out. See, that's just, I can already feel that that's allowed Jake to relax and allowed me to get into the muscle a lot easier. Breathe, good, much better. Much better. Right, so there you go. Right, so that's our muscle recovery session finished. Worked on both legs, and as you can see, we give it a little bit of a massage as well, just to help stimulate that blood flow and just encourage the healing and the recovery of those DOMs a lot quicker. Okay, so that is the end of our cryotherapy session. How are you feeling, Jake?
Much more relaxed, relieved in the calves, so I'm good, yeah.
Good. What do you think of cryotherapy?
Worth a try.
Worth a try. It's the best thing ever. Nah, he's joking. He just doesn't like the massage, really. That's what it is. So the way I got the idea for that session is because somebody came up to me and gave me the idea, guys. So your feedback is really, really important. I really value your feedback. So if there's something you want to see, just let me know. Leave a comment or just message me on one of our social media platforms, and then I'll get that video out. This content is for you guys, so I want to gear it to you guys as much as possible. So if there's something that you want to see, just let me know. So if you need a muscle recovery session, drop me a message on one of our social media platforms, or give me a call on 07805 521 926, and we'll see you soon.